Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about brush knowledge. I wanted to do this video because brushes are made specifically for specific things, but you can also kind of mix it up and use it for what fits you and what type of makeup look you're doing or whatever. So I just wanted to kind of do like a brush 101 type of thing, but not really, but kind of. Yeah, so basically give you options on what you can use the different makeup brushes for. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So first up, we have our face brushes. So sorry, I use these so they're not clean, but just ignore that. We're just gonna talk about the brushes. So these are face brushes, fluffy brushes. Basically, you'll use these to apply powders. So clearly you can see I use this to apply blush before, but most of the time I use these to apply pressed powders. So powder that matches my foundation when I'm setting my face, or contour, or just pressed powder type products. You can use it for loose powders, but I prefer to use these for pressed powders, blushes, contour, things like that. So pressed powder brushes, your bigger fluffy brushes. The size is for the placement on your face. So the bigger the brush, you'll use that for like all over your face. The smaller the brush, you want to use that for just certain areas. So like I use this one for my contour around my face whenever I put my powder on. But yeah, that's fluffy brushes. And next we have our dense brushes. Again, I've used these, did not clean them before the video, impromptu. Anyway, so these dense brushes I like to use for my concealers, putting on my foundation, so liquid type of makeup. Like this one, y'all already know if you watch my videos, this is my favorite Real Techniques brush. I use this to blend out my foundation or press the foundation into my face. I also like to use these sometimes to blend out concealer on my forehead, chin, you know, the bigger areas up under my eyes, but mostly I use these for foundation, to press that liquid foundation into my face. So these are my dense brushes. And again, size, this is a little bit smaller so I can get up underneath my eye whenever I do concealers. This is a little bit bigger and it is good for all over the face. And these are just like a medium size. So next we have our dense smaller brushes. These are concealer brushes. These are for smaller areas on your face when you are using liquid concealers. So like this one I like to use to blend out my concealer when I use it as my base for my eyeshadow. This one I also like to use for concealer, blend out concealer underneath my eye or like smaller areas. So depending on what brush is clean or what is in front of me, I'll use these for concealer, along with sometimes I'll use the foundation brushes, the bigger, denser brushes, but these are your smaller concealer brushes. Next, we have our eyeshadow brushes. So these are just smaller fluffy brushes. And the size just depends on what type of look you're doing. So the fluffier the brush or the bigger the brush head, like these, are going to be for things like your transition colors. When you're not trying to be neat and precise, you're just getting color on your eye to blend it out. So I love to use these bigger, fluffier brushes for my transition colors. And then whenever we get into the smaller, fluffier brushes, I like to use these for my crease color, or when I'm trying to just stay precise on the outer corners of my eye. Just the smaller the brush is, the more precise you're looking to do whatever powder, eyeshadow you're trying to put on. So fluffy brushes, again, pressed powdered eyeshadow, I should say, not like a loose or like a wet type of eyeshadow. Same with our flat. These are more of a flat, denser type of brush. I like to use these also for powders. Like this one, I like to use for if I'm doing like an eye like this, I spread out my concealer with it, or I use this one. It's just about precision. The smaller the brush is precise. I do like to use this smaller one for like my nose contour, or small round one like this for my nose contour. I have a few of these. If you want to like put glitter on your eye, I like to use like flatter, fluffy brushes, just kind of depending on what look you're going for. But these fluffy brushes again are for like your powders. Like I said, I use these smaller ones to like contour my nose, which you've seen in videos if you've seen them before. And then next up, we're gonna go here with our flat brushes. So these two flat brushes I like to use to clean up my eyebrows. They're dirty, sorry. Clean up my eyebrows underneath, on top. Maybe I'll apply concealer with these, liquid concealer. Also this one, I like to use this one sometimes to apply like glitters, or just, you know, pack a lot of product on my eyelid, things like that. So these are also precision liquid. I use these for liquids and sometimes my pressed eyeshadows. But yeah, so you can, like I said, you can use these to apply your liquid concealers, foundation too. I use these two smaller ones to clean up my eyebrows. This fluffier one, I'll use that to pack like glitters or shimmers on my eyelid. All right, so next up and last, I'm going to show you guys these. These are also face brushes. I just wanted to show you these because they all have like different shapes to them. So this one is a face brush, a foundation brush. So you can also use this one to put your foundation on all over your face. Because of how it's shaped and it's kind of skinny, I used it to apply my liquid concealer for my contour. So just because it's small and I can fit it in the areas where I contour on my face, that's what I like to use this for. But again, you can use this, it's dense, so you can use it to apply your foundation. It is a foundation brush, or your concealer, or however you want to do it. It fits up under your eye pretty well. So just whatever you're comfortable with, use it for that. And then these brushes also, I use these. I have used this to apply my foundation. Just because it's not as dense as the brushes I normally use to apply my foundation, but it's very possible. But also I have used this to put my pressed powder on my face, just to blend everything out. And also these brushes are angled, so I like to use these to contour my face as well with pressed powders. But like I said, it's total preference. You can do what you want. I would not use the fluffier brushes in the foundation. I mean the fluffier brushes and like these to apply foundation, just because they aren't as dense and it can leave streaks in your makeup. So I would probably stick to using powders with these brushes. So fluffier brushes, powders, and the denser brushes, liquid. Try to remember that. But just wanted to show you an example of these brushes. They kind of contour to fit your face, so I like to use these for contour, my powder contours, foundations, whatever. I mean, you know, pressed powders, not foundation. Sorry guys. But yeah, so let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. If you have any other questions, if this was helpful at all, I don't know. I was doing my makeup one day and I thought, some people don't know that you can use brushes for pretty much anything, just as long as you kind of get the concept. You don't necessarily have to get a foundation brush, or, you know, have like 8 million brushes just to do your makeup. You can have the basics and get your makeup done. So let's actually go over that since I'm talking about it. So the basic essentials that I would use when I'm doing my makeup, as far as brushes, always gonna go with my girl Real Techniques. I purchased like a bunch of these off Amazon. I can link that. I think they were pretty, I don't want to say cheap, because these are a little tiny bit pricey. I mean pricey in the sense like maybe $7 a brush, and like Elf has dollar brushes. That's neither here nor there. But my Real Techniques 200 brush foundation. This is my OG. I will always go to this brush. I like other brushes, but this is my go-to brush to apply my foundation. Love her. Love her, love her, love her. To clean up under my eyebrows, I like to use this small brush. This is a e.l.f. concealer brush. I also like to use the Wet n Wild ones. They're really affordable. I think I have them linked in my Amazon store. I'll put that link. If I don't, I'll let you know. And then to blend out concealers like underneath my eye, forehead, all of that, I like to use these dense brushes. These are my go-to brushes. This is the Morphe M173 brush, and this is a BH Cosmetics brush. I can't find this link anymore, so I'll link this one instead. And then to apply powders, go-to is my Real Techniques, these fluffy brushes. This is the Real Techniques 400 brush, and I'm not sure what this is. It's faded off, but I'll link this one below. So basically what we're using is 4 brushes. I can accomplish everything that I need with these 4 brushes. Oh, and the eyeshadow brush, Morphe, I'll tag it. I'm not sure what number this is, but I'll link it below. But basically all I'm using is 5 brushes to get what I'm doing done. Put on your eyebrows, conceal them. Put on your foundation, buff out your concealers, and put your powders on. So I can put my contour powder on. I can put my all over powder on. But 5 brushes, baby. 5 basic brushes. That's all you need. And then once you start getting more into makeup, you can double up the brushes, but you don't have to have like 800 brushes. You know, us makeup artists just love brushes, so we like to try new things and blah, blah. But if you are a beginner, all you need is the 5 brushes that I just showed you. And that's it. And I'll also include sponges. I like sponges to clean up concealer. It just kind of smooths everything out. This is the last product that you maybe need. I like the Real Technique ones. I like these also. I can't remember the name of them, but I got them from Target. Love these. They swell up really big whenever they're wet, but you can use these to blend out concealer. You can use them to blend out foundation. There was a trend at one point that everybody was putting eyeshadow and stuff on with them, but these are very versatile as well. I would put these in a dense category because you can like use them for your liquid items or, you know, products. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.